Alright, hello everyone. Today we're going to be talking about Faust. Before we begin, first off, this character is a standard unit, which means that if you want to get her, you can just go and shard her. You do not need to ever pull her, so do not pull on this banner. Right. In addition, that this banner is not exactly a banner. I would say it's very, very important to go and get this unit. This unit is not that strong right now. I will probably slap a potential tag on her for now because this character is a bit potential. Yeah, so the passive wise, right, this character just wants to enter the bow stance, build up a bunch of target aim stacks, up to 4 stacks by the way. So they went with the theme of number 4 here on most of her skills, so that you can get that funny, haha, she's from the She clan, which means number 4, right? So anyway, basically you want to build up 4 target aim stacks, and then after that you maybe want to replace your skill tree if possible, so you can get the additional multiplier on the skill tree, and then you shoot the enemy. In addition, you want to basically use this Shino Yumi passive over here with 3 lust owned in order to increase your poise count gains. And also this cap will reset whenever your arrows drops to 3, which means that you shoot 1 arrow to reset this, and after that you kill the enemy, you get back that arrow, and then after that you get your poise count passive activated again, and you repeat and repeat and repeat. Right, so this is to help her with the mobbing aspect of the game. Otherwise, if you use the bow glimmer skill at 2+ target aim, you also gain 2 slash damage up next turn to help you to go and swing at another target. Right. So now that you roughly know what this passive is, take note that the flow of this character is, first off, build up your poise. So you're just going to be slapping them with a bunch of skills, using egos to build up the poise, especially egos. Because this character, if you look at her, right, doesn't really get a lot of poise count gains. I think that's the issue. +1 poise count on the skill 2, right? Skill 3 is +2 poise count, and on crit you gain +1 poise count for a 4 coiner. Skill 1 is no poise count at all, and you only gain 2 poise potency over here, right? Yes, the passive does give you the extra gains, right? Whenever you gain poise potency, you gain +1 poise count, so technically that is going to help you. But this is only +1 poise count. This is going to be +1 poise count, +1 poise count for a +2 poise count, right? So poise count wise, if you crit too much, you are going to burn out of your poise count. Very, very dangerous stuff here, right? And then this one you gain +2, then +1, then another +1, right? And for your special skill over here, you have to crit kill someone to gain +4 poise count, right? So poise count wise, this character suffers a little bit, but that's easily fixed just by throwing her into the Tora Calgia team comp, right? Tora Calgia Ryoshu, Tora Calgia Faust are going to be very, very important egos for this character here, right? For helping maintain that poise count in general. Okay, so by using those egos, putting her in a poise team, it will help a lot in helping her to maintain her poise. And then basically for her Bow's Glimmer, which is her most important skill, which is the 3-2, you want to get 4 target aim. And that would let you do 4% damage on a critical hit. Bigger multiplier than both of these combined. So that's going to be a very, very good cash out. The issue with this is that, unfortunately, target aim takes years to build up. Basically, your defense skill here, when you use it for the first time, you gain 1 target aim. And then the next turn you use it, you gain 1 target aim. Next turn, 1 more. Third turn, 1 more. So 1, 2, 3, 4. You take 4 turns of guarding in order to get 4 target aims. Yes, it's very, very slow, right? And look, it only activates once per turn, meaning you can't double action her to charge up the bow faster, right? So it's really, really very slow, and I feel like this unit is designed with another unit in mind, right? So I need another unit to help build up the target aim stacks faster. I need a unit to maybe make them enter the bow stance a little bit faster, or maybe a unit that just helps them to max out their target aim stacks by activating their skill tree or activating their passive or something like that. I think that's what is happening here, because otherwise, right, there really is no way, instead of this character kit at all, to help her get to 4 target aim without guarding for 4 turns. It's not worth it to guard for 4 turns. At that point, why not use Faust, right? At that point, you might as well throw in Faust and just spam the guard button, and you just shit out a skill tree every single turn. And that is already insane amounts of damage, and the cash out of the skill tree is not even going to be that humongous, right? Compared to something like Faust shitting out a skill tree every single turn. That will easily deal more damage eventually after like 4 turns, right, compared to this Bow Glimmer over here. So it's definitely much, much better to use other units right now. The Bow's Glimmer looks like you need another unit to help her. So it looks like there might be some more support for the She Association later on. It is possible that when we go to the Ryoshu Kanto, it will be very, very related to that Kanto, because Ryoshu can recognize that the Shi were the ones doing assassinations in one of the previous Kantos. So I think that it's possible that in Ryoshu's Kanto we will see more of the Shi clan, right, to go and basically support this Faust over here. But anyway, until then, this Faust is just really slow. Total damage wise, right, this Faust technically does 10 plus 8, so that's going to be 28, and then if you replace your skill tree, you can get another 8 onto your 28, which is 36, right? So 36 plus 444% multiplier is going to be quite nice, but you're going to need to stack it up fast somehow, right? Especially for the target aim. Otherwise, you're just gonna have to like charge it up, and you still need to charge it up to like at least like 2 to 3, right? 48 times 3 basically, right? You know, to get these multipliers here. So it's still gonna take a while to get this part at least. Then this part here, it takes 4, right? So if you don't charge it, you're not going to do any damage. So that means that there has to be some sort of synergy later on in order to make her work. So for now, this is just a potential character. One thing that I really like about her is that if you shoot 2 arrows into a target, they gain 1 fragility permanently, so it does help a lot with the damage output. So I think that this is something that more Shi associations are going to be much more fun to go and watch, right? Because if I have 2 Shi associations that shoot 2 arrows, right, and both of the arrows are considered lodge arrows, that means that if I fire both of my Shi clan, I will have now permanent fragility on my enemy for the entire time we fight them. So that could be something that's really fun in the next scenario or something like that, right? So that's pretty much it for this Faust over here in terms of kit. Right now it's too slow, right? And poise count wise needs a lot of support from her egos in order to help her. So right now the only place if you really want to just use her right now is just the poise team. You would want to use Toracalgia Faust to help feed poise count and poise potency every single turn. Not that one, sorry, Nebulizer Alpha. So you can get the poise potency and poise count, as well as a little bit of healing passive for the team comp if you want to go and do that. But the more important one is probably going to be Ryoshu's one as per usual. Ryoshu's one gives you this Nebulizer Beta, which gives Pride A Resonance. On combat start, apply 3 poise and 3 poise count on self and allies. Prioritize allies that gain or use poise or poise count, and among them with the least poise potency, right? So you want to funnel a bunch of Toracalgia smoke into Faust. Otherwise, she will have trouble building up those stacks. Really quite painful for Faust, right? So yeah, for now, I would put a potential tag on her. She is not a high priority pull at all for right now, but once some more Shi support comes out, it is possible that she will become a lot more better, right? But for now, definitely a character that is definitely below the standard of IDs that I'm expecting from the upcoming association, basically, right? The Heisho is definitely going to be better. Even the multi-crack will do more damage in the charge team. This one does so good in the burn team. This one does pretty well in the tremor team and so on, right? So yeah, I'm expecting to see more support for that Faust, and then it will just all click together, and then we'll be like, oh, so that's how you're supposed to use all of these Shi clans together, right? So yeah, that's pretty much it for this video here, guys. Not much else to talk about. Do not pull this banner. Not really a high requirement. Just save your lunacy, save your shards for other things for now, because take note for any new players here, if you want to go and dispense your characters, right, you need to dispense them in this season, right? Otherwise, if they go to the next season, they get locked, right? Like right now, you cannot dispense from the previous season, right? Because it's currently all locked. You need to go all the way to the season number 6, and then after that, you'll be able to go and dispense them, right? Because that's how it works. It's always like leapfrogging, right? Next season comes out, this season gets locked, this season unlocks, and repeat until next season. Okay, so do prioritize getting your season 6 stuff first before you go and pull anything from the standard banners, right? Standard banners would be there forever. Okay, so that's pretty much it, guys, for this video. Thanks guys for watching, and I shall see you guys next time. Bye bye.